Shalom, family. Hey, hallelujah for another blessed Shabbat, another blessed weekend. Just wanted to share some of the thoughts that the Most High has given me regarding hidden mysteries, right? So that's what we talked about on Shabbat, right? Some of the things that are hidden to be revealed, hidden mysteries to be revealed. And one of the things that the Most High showed me is regarding not only, the people, the righteous, the sheep, the wicked, the goats, all of that being revealed, is that there are texts that have been hidden from us as well. Now, I've talked about this in other videos, and I've talked about different teachings that we're going to pull out in the upcoming months and weeks. But the teachings that moving forward, we're going to be referring to some books that in mainstream Christianity they don't refer to, right? So, of course, you guys have heard of the Apocrypha, right? So you got different books that were originally written along with the texts that have been taken out. One of which we for sure are going to be referring to, which Hamashiach quotes out of, would be the book of Second Esdras, also known as Esdras 4, right? He quotes all throughout that book. We're going to be referring to it because there's a lot of hidden revelation that even Hamashiach brings out that is going to be key for us to understand, right, for this end time. Another thing too will be the book of Enoch, right? The book of Enoch, hallelujah, is definitely something that not only Hamashiach but other people, Jude and other places, it's referred to, right? And it's really emphasizing Genesis chapter 6. But that's another thing that has been hidden from our people, right? And a lot of people, because of Christianity and the scare that they put in people regarding books that are not considered in just the regular King James version of the Bible, you got a lot of people that are even scared to look at these books. They feel like these books are weird or random, and realistically, they're not weird or random. They've just been hidden from us, right? They've been hidden from us because they don't go along with the agenda of our oppressors to keep us in the dark about who we are as Israel, right? So another thing too is that when it comes to these books, understand that it all lines up to Torah. And what I mean by that is when you read and you understand the authors who wrote these books, you're going to understand that they had the Ruach, just like Isaiah, Jeremiah, Moshe, all the minor prophets, Dawid, Psalms, of course, Hamashiach, every single one of the apostles, right? All of them had the Ruach. Same thing with these authors of these other books, rather. So Enoch, right? Ezra, he's got 2 books that are already in the regular Bible, you know what I mean? In the regular King James version of the Bible. Why did they take his other 2 books out? Because they shine too much light on who we are as a people and who we are as a nation, right? So I just wanted to put that out there, man, that there's a lot more things that are hidden that are being revealed right now. And in order for us to get a full understanding of these things, we got to go into the books that have been hidden, right? So that, again, that would include the Apocrypha books, even, right, the Maccabee books, because there's a whole time period between the book of Malachi and the book of Matthew. It's like a 400-year time period that in Christianity, they say that the prophets were quiet. No, the prophets wasn't quiet. They removed those books from that time period, right? And during that time period, you got people like Daniel who prophesied of what would happen during that time period. During that time period, you have Antioch Epiphanes, you have Ptolemy, you have Alexander, you know what I mean? He's not great, but, Alexander, one of the Greek empires, one of the most famous Greek emperors, right, who went and conquered the majority of the world. All of those things are talked about during that time period, and all of these men, all of these kings had an encounter with Israel. We're going to pull these things out, right? Because in order for us to understand the time period now and what's going to happen in the near future, we got to understand our history. And if things have been hidden from our history, we got to pull them things out. Hallelujah. So again, and there's other books as well. There's other, I'm not, I'm driving right now, but the Ruach led me to do this video right now because that's ultimately what it is. There are other resources in addition to that too. the works of Josephus, right? He goes into detail about the 70 AD destruction, right, of our city and of our, ultimately of our nation, but of our capital, Jerusalem, because he was physically there, right? Now, of course, he was associated with the Pharisees and some other groups, but understand that he was a follower of Hamashiach. Understand that. And he had very deep insight and revelation on Torah and on Hamashiach. So, of course, we're going to dive into his writings because it all allows, all of those writings allow us to get a better idea of what Hamashiach is prophesying about in Matthew chapter 24. So, again, building on things that have been hidden to be revealed. It's a lot of things that have been revealed from Jump Street, right? Which is why they call them the apocryphal books. When you research that word, it's a Greek word that ultimately means the hidden books, right? So not only did the Most High hide certain things from us, but our oppressors who knew who we were, knowing that we didn't know who we were, they hid books from us as well. But hallelujah, the Most High is shining light on these books. So moving forward, if you don't have an apocrypha, you definitely want to get one. If you don't have, you know, there are certain Bibles that contain them, right? So for example, the King James 1611 version, some of them do have the apocryphal books in them. You want to get one of those. The Sefer Bible has those as well. That's mainly what I use when I'm studying, right? Is the Sefer, and those contain apocryphal books as well. So hallelujah, if you don't have those, you definitely want to get them, because we're going to be looking at a lot of the things that have been hidden from us, because the Most High is revealing these things to us as us being the set apart, chosen remnant. A good resource in addition to these things as well is the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? Now, again, with the Dead Sea Scrolls, there's a lot of, you know, eat the meat, spit out the bones. There's a lot of man-made Christianity stuff that they threw in there. But the letters that the patriarchs, meaning the 12 sons of Jacob, the 12 sons of Israel, wrote to his children, those are things that they found in a cave in like, I want to say the 1940s, like the mid to late 1940s, 1947, 1948. So you definitely want to get a copy of that as well, because these are all things in the upcoming weeks and months we're going to be referring to as we dive into the hidden things being revealed, because the Most High, he's revealing these things to his set apart remnant. So with that, I want to say shalom to everybody. Be on the lookout for more videos, and peace to everybody that's watching this video. Praise the Most High be with you. Shalom.